Hi everyone. I thought I'd give you a little bit of an insight into how my stories come together and how to maybe think about what to write about in the first place. How do you get your ideas? I get asked that all the time. As you can see, I'm sitting in my windy and slightly untidy and overgrown garden at the moment, and it is a bit cold, but I thought it would be a good place to show you, and you'll see why in a minute. I think ideas come with every single thing that you're interested in, that captures your attention in some way. And the very first thing you should ask yourself is, what if? What if that situation happened differently? Or what if so-and-so showed up? Or what if this went wrong right now? And what if? This is the start of your story, the very, very germinating seed. So all of these are like little seeds of ideas in your head. And I'm going to put some of them in my hand. You might not be able to see them, but it is quite windy at the moment, so you can see that when these seeds flow down through the air, some of them blow away. So it's so easy to have lots of brilliant seeds with excellent potential and to forget about them and to then never ever do any work with them. So as a result of that, I have beside my bed, in my teaching bag, in my handbag, in my jacket pocket, one of these. A notebook, whoops, notes fall out of it, where I write down anything that comes into my head, anything that I think might have a little bit of story potential. And that way I can go home and transfer it into my big ideas book, which is where each idea then has one page and I start maybe gluing a picture in, or I might do a little spider diagram with lots of ideas. You can see how that works. And that is my ideas book. So, and then you just see which one of those ideas seems the strongest, which one excites you the most, because you need to be excited about your story. Otherwise, you've no hope of being able to make a good job of it. So imagine then that I've planted up some of my seeds, and you can see that some of them are not doing so well, and other ones are really doing great. So I tend to think, you know what, all the ones that that are not so strong right now, I'm just going to leave them to a side. They might still become something in the future, but right now I'm going to concentrate on the kind of story that is showing promise, that looks like it's going to be something awesome. So then you need to really take care of it once you've got your one story or your two things that you're working on, right? If it's a plant, you need to give them compost and water and light, and you need to pay attention. And that's exactly the same with story. I think you need to pay attention to a story. You need to give it some time to think about it. So think about it before you go to sleep, or in the shower, or when you're walking the dog, or when you're just walking from place to place. Think about it, obsess about it. And soon new things will grow, new little leaves and shoots of that story will grow, and new things will come into your mind that can make that story better and stronger, and it'll grow some more. So that is how I feel that, you know, I need to process then. I've got my one storybook then, that's my third notebook, remember, at this point. And each story is given one. So this is the one for the Siege of Calaverock, which is going to come out in August. So if you see here, I start working on it properly then. I do a bit of research. So this is the very first drawing that was ever made of Castle Calaverock, the place where my siege is set. And on the side of it, you see all my handwritten notes that I've read in books. I'm researching the family, the clan Maxwell, who lived there and who were the lords of that castle. Lots and lots and lots more notes before I'm even starting to write this book. What did people eat there, for example, I've got here. What was working life like? What was the architecture like? And I print off some articles and family trees from internet websites, and I highlight them so that I know exactly which bits are relevant and necessary for my story. Here is one of my favourite pages. These are the heraldic symbols and the seal of the Maxwell family, the ones that are featured in my book. And I love the deer and the holly tree and just how vivid that is. And that made me then think of lots more ideas. So then I've got another kind of spider diagram here with loads of ideas. What if, what if, what if? who could be my baddie, who could be my goodie, who could get in the way of my character achieving what she needs to achieve in this book. And I've got here more ideas, more questions, who's fallen out with who could be related to who, and who would be interesting characters to throw into that story. So once I've filled my book with pictures and notes, I can start writing the novel. And then I had a bit at the back where I've got loads and loads of pictures, like a sort of breakdown of what the castle might have looked like in the Middle Ages, for example. Or a picture of the very first day when I went to Calavrock. This is my daughter Isla, and she is actually posing next to all the missiles that were sent over the castle walls when the castle was attacked. These were the kind of bullets that they were shooting with their big massive siege engines, and I just find that utterly fascinating. So that idea came literally when I was on holiday with my family. And it was a rainy day and a windy day, a bit like this, probably even rainier than this, to be honest. And we thought, we're going to have to do something. We can't just sit here in the holiday house for the whole time. Let's go visit a castle. There's a castle not far away. And we went to the castle and we walked into the gate, and I thought, what a cool place. I would love to read a story that was set here. And then we walked into the exhibition, and there were these huge, balls made out of stone that were that must have come crashing into the castle walls in an attempt to destroy it. And I thought, wow. And then I read that 3,000 people were on the outside of the castle with the King of England, besieging it and attacking it. And inside, you only had about 60, 70 people. And most of the men and fighters of the castle were away at the time. And I thought, wow, what if there was a young girl in the castle? What if she had a really cool part to play in overcoming this horrifically difficult and dangerous situation? What if she was right in the middle of this conflict? And what if the most dangerous person of all was within the castle walls and not outside? And that is how the castle of Calavrock featured in my story, and that's how the siege of Calavrock came into being. So hopefully if you plant up your little story seed and you give it some time to grow, then maybe it'll grow into a huge big tree like this sometime. And the castle of Calavrock, my visit there, inspired this proper book that hopefully will soon wing its way into some of the bookshops and castles around Scotland and beyond, and that is now strong enough to stand on its own as a story, and I can't wait until I get my hands on one. So, see you later.